It's important to sign off with any changes you make with the attending. That way, if anything goes wrong, you're not the one with a trick bag.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome.
Dr. Drake?
Yes.
I had the pleasure of observing you in OR yesterday, and I know compliments from a student nurse don't mean much, but you were amazing.
Well, I'm always happy to accept compliments, and here's one for you. Keep going the way you are. You'll be assisting me in no time.
Well, I'll look forward to that.
Wow. You're quite a guy, saving endangered women from sprained ankles, inspiring our student nurses.
Hey, be careful. Your insecurities are showing.
Please.
You would be happy if I never talked to another woman like you, would you?
You are so ridiculous. I mean, really, how would you feel if I flirted with everything in a pair of pants?
Some of us just have innate confidence, Robin. Then you ram the scalpel through the patient's temple, stand back, and watch them bleed out.
Excuse me?
Emily, you were hell on my ego.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Patrick. You know, you were so nice to agree to help me with this test, and I can't seem to give you the courtesy of focus. Do you mind if we do this later?
On one condition. I get to ask you a question.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you think it's unreasonable that I treated a beautiful woman last week? Or that I was helping a female nurse?
Okay. Well, that depends, Patrick. Were you flirting?
I was being pleasant. I mean, I always try and be pleasant.
See, your pleasant reads as flirting. If I were Robin, it would drive me insane.
Excuse me, is Robin Scorpio around?
Why?
Well, I understand she's the one that found the experimental drug that brought Laura back.
Actually, we worked on Laura's case together, and if you're sniffing around the hospital looking for Laura's medical records, I'll be more than happy to inform you. I'll make it my business you never get your hands on them.
Well, you don't know me or my intentions, but let me assure you, I've been in love with Laura long before you were even born. I have her best interests at heart here. I mean, why else would I be asking about some kind of miracle cure?
I was one of Laura's doctors. My perspective is objective, so forgive me if your personal history means nothing to me. I was the one that examined Laura the last day she was mentally competent. The one that she suggested she go back to Shady Brook. And if you insist on getting personal, I was at Luke and Laura's wedding.
Well, let me tell you something. That was as phony as a $3 bill.
Not Laura. I witnessed how in love Luke and Laura are, how happy she was, how desperately she wanted to stay with her family. Taking Laura away from Luke is petty and vindictive. And if you want my professional opinion, it's highly detrimental to the patient's welfare, which I will be more than happy to tell the court if asked.
I think the judge is going to rule in my favor. If not, if there's a continuation, it goes on, I will just subpoena Laura's records. Oh, hey, Robin. I've been looking for you.
Why?
Well, what are the chances of finding a medication that would bring Laura back?
Well, I've been checking with research facilities since Laura relapsed, and if I find anything promising, I will notify her family. No one else.
Nice work with Baldwin.
Thanks, you too. Which is a perfect example of why you baffle me. You can be completely sensitive one moment, rushing to Laura's defense, and then in another moment, you're just typical.
Oh. Well, that works both ways, you know. One minute you're sexy and fun, the next I'm smacked in the face with your pettiness and holier-than-thou. People are complicated. There's often two sides to the same coin. I think maybe the key is tolerance. Do you think we can manage that?
Probably, with a little bit of work on my part.
Likewise.